coming through with another live stream. As you enter the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way in. We got a very relevant live stream for the day. Welcome to another broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all can hear and see me clearly, go ahead and throw one up in the chat. All right, I see y'all rolling in pretty quick. Yo, in this video here, I wanted to talk about how celebrities are promoting rebellion among our communities. And also they're promoting police defunding. And we're going to dig into some layers today. There's a lot of news that's airing right now. Minutes before the Derek Chauvin verdict, there was a young lady shot in Ohio. I believe it was Columbus, Ohio. Her name was Micaiah. She was 16 years old. Apparently, she got shot while wielding a knife at two other people. And we're going to talk about that too. We got to discuss that. We got to get into the details and get into the nitty gritty, because it seems like every time there's an isolated event that takes place in our community, it fuels a political freight train. You know, it changes laws. It changes the whole trajectory of society when isolated events take place. And you know, it seems that the media have figured out our weaknesses. They know how to trigger us. And these damn celebrities, I'm starting to believe these celebrities are damn sock puppets. Somebody got their damn hand up their rear end making them talk. You know, somebody got their hand shoved way up their rear end, just got them doing this, right? Just got them polluting the airwaves, right? It got people in their emotions, people not thinking with logic. And, you know, we're going to look at the whole situation in Ohio from a logical standpoint. We're going to dissect that situation. And also, I want to address the situation with Candace Owens calling LeBron James out. And I want to address some of the things she said. I'm going to actually play it for y'all. I'm going to go to the source and I'm going to chime in at some of the talking points that Candace Owens is making. All right. Now, I said this a few videos back, a few live streams ago, that I like Candace Owens. I don't agree with everything she says, but I actually promoted her content and promoted her voice. You know, I think it was about last month. You know, certain things she say, I totally agree with wholeheartedly. And, you know, some of the things she said in the video in regards to LeBron James, I don't agree with everything, but I'll chime in on the points that I do agree with. And I'll bring a little bit more balance to her viewpoint. All right, I'll bring a little more balance to it. And we'll discuss that situation that happened, because, ladies and gentlemen, the overall goal and agenda is to defund the police. There's so many celebrities that are behind this. I mean, you got The Weeknd, you got Rihanna, you got John Legend, you know, just to name a few. It's so many of them that's promoting defunding the police. And for the life of me, I don't understand why they're talking about defunding the police when 9 times out of 10, they live in a damn doghouse in the hills. You know, they don't live among the community. It would not directly affect them whatsoever if the police actually was defunded. It would affect us. And that situation in Columbus, Ohio is a prime example with how it would affect us. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if a knife-wielding suspect was to charge another individual and the police did not intervene, that young lady would have been dead. It might have been two young ladies dead. So you just don't, I mean, it doesn't affect these people who living out in the hills. You know, they can go hide. They can go, you know, do what they do. They got money. They bag is long. It's not going to affect them if the police get defunded. It's going to affect us in our communities. So, first of all, I want to read a little bit about what happened. I want to go to an article. I'm going to CNN in regards to the young lady that was shot. I want to first read some of the logistics regarding this situation. before everybody sprawls out of control and everybody want to take to the streets and everybody want to march and protest and picket. You know, let me just share my view on this. All right, let's go to CNN here. Ohio officials released more body cam video of fatal police shooting of black teen and urge community to await the facts. I urge the community in Columbus, Ohio as well to await the facts. If we haven't learned anything from the Derek Chauvin verdict, is that we have to allow due process to take its course. All right. If we haven't learned anything, just learn that, right? It says Columbus, Ohio officials release additional body camera video on Wednesday of a police officer fatally shooting a black teen who charged two females with a knife. We don't yet have all the facts, but we do that a 16-year-old girl, a child of this community, tragically died last night. Number one, let me just put this out there. A 16-year-old is not a child, all right? A 16-year-old is she would be a young lady, all right? A young lady, not a child. Let's continue. And you know, the way they word this is like when you call someone a child, you're setting a stage for someone not to take responsibility for their actions, because children clearly don't take responsibility for their actions because they're children, right? They can't think for themselves. So, not a child, a young lady. It reads, tragically died last night. Columbus Mayor Andrew Gither told reporters. Bottom line, did Ma'Khia Bryant need to die yesterday, he added. How do we get here? This is a failure on the part of our community. Some are guilty, but some of us are responsible. Now, do I think she needed to die? No. I also don't think that they needed to be fighting. From my understanding, word on the streets is, and this is just word on the streets, this is not any logistics that flew out there, is that she was being jumped at her home. That's word on the streets, that she was being jumped on her home, at her home. I don't think that needed to happen at all, but it happened. You know, clearly she either invited someone over her home who had ill intentions, or two people came to her home with ill intentions and attacked her. Either way, it don't need to happen, period. But guess what? That's up to our community to resolve things properly instead of scrapping and fighting, right? Let's continue. It reads, Gither said state investigators will determine if the officer involved was wrong, and if he was, will we hold him accountable? Police identified the officers who fired the shot as Nicholas Reardon, who was hired in 2019. The officer is off street duty pending an investigation. Calls seeking comments from the police union have not been returned. Now, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, it tells you the political climate with how they're dealing with police officers. Now, all of a sudden, they quick to put a police officer on leave to do an investigation, when honestly, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of y'all not going to like what I'm about to say, but to be quite frank with you, I don't give a shit. The officer did his job. He literally did his job. He's seen an imminent threat, and they are trained to use deadly force when there is an imminent threat. If somebody is rushing someone with a knife and that officer is saying, hey, stop, drop the knife, they are trained to use deadly force. But because that officer was white and the young lady was black, you know, it has to be an investigation. That's the current climate we in right now. Now, I'm going to add some balance to this because, you know, it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. You have LeBron James comes out and he tweets to the officer who was doing his job, whether or not that young lady should have been shot and killed or not. He did do his job. You have LeBron James tweeting that you're next. He's speaking in regards to Derek Chauvin being convicted. He's saying, look, you're next. You're going to be convicted as well. Let me tell y'all, man. This all is going to equivalent to police defunding. But let's go here. Let me go to Candace Owens and her take on it. First and foremost, let me play the video clip of how the news covered this regarding a young girl in Ohio, the young lady in Ohio. Let me play that first, and then we'll go to Candace Owens. All right.
Well, the shooting happened just minutes before the verdict in that Derek Chauvin trial was announced. Police body camera captured what happened, and we've frozen it just before those shots are fired. Police say someone called 911 to report a group of women was trying to stab her. When officers showed up, the body camera shows a girl shove one person to the ground and then swing a knife at another. The officer yells several times for her to get down. She doesn't, and then he fires. The shooting sparked protests in Columbus last night. Family has identified the girl who was killed as 16-year-old Micaiah Bryant. The county's Children's Services confirmed she was in their care, in foster care in their custody. Witnesses reported seeing officers help the girl after the shooting. Police say they released that video just hours after the shooting in the name of transparency.
I see a young lady on her back shot, and the police were given CPR. I know she was shot 4 times because I heard the gunshots, and the grandmother was out there, hollering and screaming, very upset.
Deadly force can be used to protect yourself or the protection of a third person. So that is within the policy, and that is within the law. That is what the law says. Whether this complies with that will be part of that investigation.
Police have not yet released the name of the officer involved. He's on administrative leave while this outside investigation continues, guys.
All right, so he's on administrative leave while the investigation is continuing. It's a shame that, she lost her life, That's not something that we applaud ever, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she was wielding a knife and the officer did his job. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go into what Candace Owens was saying. Let's see here.
What's up, Instagram? I wanted to do this quick live. So a lot of people have been reaching out with me, especially over the last 2 weeks, I think, because they are starting to realize, it's taken a lot of years for people to realize that there is something to what I am saying about the fact that the media is trying to get Black America to celebrate degeneracy. And they are trying to do this by using various athletes and artists and glorifying them and getting them to say statements that direct Black people into a nefarious direction. So I want to comment right now on the situation going on with Micaiah Bryant, because if you at any moment have doubted what I have been telling you, what I have been telling Black Americans in terms of what the goal is, then this situation should add clarity for you. I don't know what Black Lives Matter was ever supposed to be about, okay? I really don't. I've always thought it was a fraudulent organization, and I saw it coming from a mile away, and, congratulations to Breonna Taylor's mom for calling them frauds after her daughter's face was used to collect money. If this situation today with Micaiah Bryant, if that's how you say her name, Micaiah Bryant, the 16-year-old who was in the process of trying to stab another Black woman to death, and got shot and killed by police officers who saved the life of the Black girl who she was trying to kill, okay? She was trying to kill her. That is what you do. That is what you are trying to accomplish. When you take a knife and you try to stab someone repeatedly, you are trying to commit murder, okay? This woman, young lady, if you'd like to call her, got stopped in the middle of a crime, in the middle of an attempt at murdering someone by a heroic police officer who shot and killed her before she could finish the act.
Now, at the end of the day, the officer did his job. She's right. Our celebrities promoting degeneracy. Let's see. Here you have it, Black women essentially acting like animals, fighting each other like they on a damn reality TV show, right? That's what you have. You have a situation that's going down. Officers arrive at the scene and they see someone wielding a knife. And if you listen to the clip when the news clip played, you heard the officer say, "Get down, get down." But I'm gonna tell you, because society has promoted this degeneracy and this rebellion type of spirit that's in a lot of black women, let's be real. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. They got that attitude with them, right? Let's be real, to the point where they think can't nobody tell them jack shit. Even if it's an officer holding a gun pointing towards you, telling your ass to get down, right? You still think you can just continue to do what the hell you want because this society have taught you that you could do what the hell you want, right? So here it is. I don't know about y'all, but as a black male, me personally, if I'm being approached by officers, let's say that these other two black men are jumping me, right? They're ganging up on me. They're approaching me and they're about to jump me. And I get a knife to even the odds. There's nothing wrong with me grabbing a knife to even the odds because I'm defending myself. But the moment the police arrive on the scene, I'm going to have enough cognitive ability and I'm going to be aware enough and I'm going to have respect for the authority figures enough to drop the damn knife and get down. Why? Because now someone has come to intervene. They're come to do their job. And then eventually, guess what? We now can work it out in court. Listen, I was being attacked. I grabbed the weapon to defend myself. And now it is what it is. See? Because once the cops got there, it was over. When the cops get there, it's over, man. It's like we in a different generation where people these days don't have no holds barred whatsoever. They don't have no type of control over themselves. No self-control whatsoever. It's like a lot of these sisters, when they get going, they won't stop. They won't stop, bruh. It's like this system, this feminism, this BLM, it put a battery in their back. It put a battery in their back to the point they think they could just keep on going. Even though it's time to stop. You're acting like an animal at this point. The police are here. You done push one of the sisters down and you got a knife and you're still rushing the other one. So it's like the police are there, drop the knife and get down. I mean, these days it's no let up. Even when you get in a fist fight these days. For instance, back in the time I was growing up, if you got in a fist fight or you was getting jumped because certain neighborhoods you couldn't go into, right? You had to run your ass all the way home. Many days I had to run home because we was beefing with this neighborhood, so I couldn't stick around. Like when I got off of school, I had to go through Imperial Gardens, run through Hale Park because I was getting chased. Because and if they came to our neighborhood, it was the same thing. But we had rules though. The rule was this: if you see an adult, everybody scatter. If you see a police officer, everybody scatter. If you see a teacher, anybody, an authoritative figure, everybody scatter. These days, there ain't no rules. People will see your grandmother outside, knock your grandmother over the head, and keep on going. They'll beat your parents up, they'll beat your kids up, they'll beat your grandmother up, bro. That's how demented and how rebellious these people's spirits are, bro. Straight up. No rules whatsoever. You right, DJ. No rules whatsoever. But let's continue to listen.
In a sane society, every single person in the world would say, thank God that officer was there to stop the crime from happening. We don't live in a sane society because now the goal in this insane society is to make black people believe that we have to fight to protect our criminals, that we have to fight to allow our criminals to live through every situation, no matter what they are doing, even if they are trying to kill someone, okay? So Jacob Blake, who admitted that he had a knife, is now a hero and has his name put on the back of the helmets of the New Orleans Saints because he was shot and paralyzed by police officers, despite the fact that a black woman was victimized by him. Despite the fact that a black woman...
Hey, I seen a comment says, why does her actions have to represent all black women? I never stated that it represented all black women. I'm speaking in regards to certain black women. That should be clear. Unless you one of these black women who have a problem controlling yourself and you don't have any emotional type of knowledge of yourself, and you don't know how to get a bearing over your emotions and your feelings, then you would, you would fit that shoe. If you don't know how to deal with conflict resolution, if you don't know how to put a bearing on yourself, then you would fit in that category. Y'all, you got to understand, these police ain't playing no games with people. Me just saying that certain black women have an issue and need to get under control, that's a warning. Because just like the lady in Tennessee, instead of listening to what the officer is saying, she got this battery in her back, thinking she could do whatever. And I'm talking about the woman in Tennessee that ran around a car a few times and then essentially got gunned down. She pulled the gun out, shot an officer, and was killed. I don't want to see people's lives get taken because they can't control themselves. I don't want to see that. So when I say what I'm saying, you can look at yourself from the outside looking in, all right? And Candace Owens, she's right about it. At that maybe that sister was just defending herself to begin with, but it's a line that you can cross where you become psychotic. You are a threat. You're not only a threat to the young ladies that you're fighting, but you're a threat to the officers as well, and that's how they see it. That's why they train to use deadly force. And I'm only saying these things to help you because, listen, everybody not gonna be patient as the black man has been with a lot of sisters. Like these cops not gonna have no remorse. They're gonna step over your body, they're gonna collect their check, and they're gonna keep it moving. Nobody's playing games with y'all out here. That mouth almighty gotta be tamed. That attitude gotta be tamed. Point blank, period. And you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Had called the police on him because he was visiting her when he wasn't supposed to, despite the fact that a black woman had alleged that he had digitally raped her. Okay? He was put on the back of an NFL helmet.
Now he's talking about a man who basically was wielding a knife, and one of these NFL players actually commemorated the man wielding a knife who was killed, putting his name on the back of an NFL helmet. And that's what these athletes and celebrities be doing. It's like you are literally promoting anarchy. You are promoting a rebellious spirit. It's like y'all want us to fight the cops. Y'all want us to resist arrest. Y'all want us to show our entire asses when we get pulled over. And then you want the police defunded. So it's like you want our community to be destroyed while you sitting up in the hills living lavishly. While you living your best life, eating good, eating caviars and steaks, and living in your damn $1 million mansions. You want us to be in the streets resisting arrest and fighting the damn powers that be and fighting the cops and going against authority. And you want us to just, and then on top of that, you want to defund the police. So let me get this right. You want to see us tear each other apart. You want to see, you need a show. This is what it is. Y'all been entertaining us for so long with all your damn buck dancing. Y'all been shucking and jiving so long. Now y'all want a show. Now you want to sit up in your mansions and watch what you think is the bottom feeders. Y'all want to watch the bottom feeders, your quote unquote fans. You want to watch them just tear each other apart so you can watch it like it's the damn purge. That's what it seems like with these celebrities. Telling you, bro.
Have Micaiah Bryant. Again, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. I really don't care how I'm saying her name. I'm going to be honest with you. Now you have Micaiah Bryant, a 16-year-old who almost killed someone, and Lebron James decides to post a picture of the heroic police officer and say, "You're next," on his Twitter. I took a second and I thought to myself, okay, before I react to this, maybe he's making a mistake because he doesn't know all the details. Because as we know, the media lies and pretends the person is a good human being. Micaiah Bryant's mother came.
Yo, LeBron should be ashamed of himself, bro. He posts to the officer, "You're next." Now, do I think the officer is heroic? Well, if you put everything in proper context, he saved someone's life. Is he heroic in that situation? Yes. Is there another way it could have been resolved? I do believe so. I mean, whatever happened to rubber bullets? What happened to rubber bullets? Like, police need to bring rubber bullets back, but they're not, let me make this clear. The only reason I'm saying what happened to rubber bullets is because I don't like to see anybody lose their life when, even when they're in their worst point. When they're in their worst point of time, they lose their life. It's sad. Nobody wants to see that. You know, she don't have a chance to fight another day or live another day for that matter. Right? But at the same time, cops are trained to use deadly force if somebody's life is in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? So in that context, he did save someone. He did save another young lady. I mean, it is what it is. You can feel how you want to feel about it. I know I've been pissing a lot of black folks off lately. You know, I've been pissing a lot of y'all off with logic. Just logic. Now think about it. What if the police were already defunded? No police showed up whatsoever. Right? Let's say no police showed up whatsoever. They're defunded. What do y'all think would have happened? What do you think would have happened? You would have had two sisters dead, stabbed up, cut from limb to limb. Or somebody, or one of the sisters that was jumping her might have got hold, and that's allegedly. I don't even know if it was a jumping. That's just word on the streets. We don't know what the hell was going on. They don't have all of the facts out. But let's say one of the other assailants or one of the other victims got a hold of the knife and they killed her anyway. Or they, you know, or they went after her family that was in the house. We don't know the logistics, but we know that the officer did his job. You know what I'm saying? He did his job, bro.
Came out, even though Micaiah was a foster child, she said, oh, she was, you know, she was about peace, something along those lines. That her daughter was really a peacemaker at the end of the day. I have never seen a peacemaker try to stab someone to death with a knife, but okay, Micaiah Bryant's mom, we'll believe you on this one. But maybe LeBron James got deluded by that quote and thought it was real and he reacted because he deleted the tweet. So I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but no. He has now followed up on the tweet and essentially said he only deleted it because he didn't want it to be taken out of context, and really he's hopeful that Micaiah Bryant gets justice, that her family gets justice, because he is tired of seeing Black Americans killed by police officers. let's just reset that. He's okay with seeing Black Americans get killed by other Black Americans, because that's exactly what would have happened if a police officer didn't show up. He's just upset when a Black criminal gets taken out by a police officer. What the hell are we even talking about right now on the site? How do you not see how degenerate that is? How do you not understand how poisonous that is? That a man with his following is out here saying that Micaiah Bryant deserves justice for what? She got justice when she tried to kill someone and somebody intervened. That is literally the function of the police. If your husband, your loved ones, or a friend of yours, and you got into a dispute and someone charged at you with a knife, would you be hoping that that police officer didn't intervene on the basis that that person was maybe Black? Oh, don't intervene, please. Please, allow me to die. Allow me to be stabbed to death, because I just couldn't bear the idea of you shooting this person that's trying to kill me. We are losing all morality in this society. These people like LeBron James, he's a coward. He's disgusting. I am now physically disgusted by LeBron James. I think he is despicable. I think LeBron James should have all of his sponsorships taken from him, from putting the face of a heroic police officer and saying you're next to him, and then doubling down, okay, and turning around and saying that this girl deserves justice. I think he's despicable. If the situation was reversed, if a Black officer had shot a white person, okay, who was charging another white person and saved the life of that other white person that was being charged, and somebody else had stood up and said, a Black police officer put a picture of him up and said, this guy, he's next, basically trying to signal to the world that this person is somehow in the wrong, they would have had all of their sponsorships removed. They would have had to step down from the NBA. No questions asked. But LeBron James, I guess, gets to be celebrated because he's black, so he gets to experience black privilege, right? He can just say whatever the hell he wants, like he did a while ago when he said we literally can't go outside, we're being hunted down. All of these things, he gets to add to this rhetoric, he gets to add to this divisiveness, and he gets to encourage black people to again believe that as criminals, you can kill someone and you still have the right to life. Nobody should intervene when you are trying to kill someone. That is what Ma'Khia Bryant was doing. She was trying to kill someone.
Exactly. That's just the facts. She was trying to kill someone. And you know, here's the problem with the black community. We too damn emotional, bro. We are too damn emotional. It's like, what do you want from the police officer? You want him to have remorse? Is that what you really want? Would it make you feel better if the officer was boo-hooing and crying and shedding tears? Would that make you feel better about it? I mean, like, listen, they have a job to do. Whether or not that officer was heartless or not, it doesn't matter. He did his damn job. This is the problem. We claim we're being oppressed by the government, by, you know, the powers that be, and by the police. But you expect what you perceive to be your oppressor, which is the police, you expect them to have remorse when they do their job? I don't expect that. If you don't take heed to what they're saying, they're going to react. Point blank, period. They are the cops. It's like we want, well, the officer didn't have to shoot her like that. Well, she could have dropped the damn knife and stopped charging at the other sister. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like these celebrities, they want to feed off our emotions so bad. Like, we don't never take responsibility for our own actions. Why would these black women, these young black ladies, young women who should be being taught how to articulate and discuss their situations, why are they in the front yard doing it? Why are they doing a damn backyard, front yard boogie? Why is they scrapping in the front yard looking like savages? Why? And then they want to paint this sister is some type of martyr. You got to understand, bro. There's layers to it. Where's the home training? Why are they even doing what they doing? Fighting like it's the damn WWF in the front yard. Looking crazy. I mean, come on. What about the parenting? Where does the parenting come into play? For everybody involved in that situation. Where does the parents come into play? Young ladies shouldn't be doing that, bro. Young ladies or young men, but damn it, you seeing young ladies doing that, that's a real problem. And they got such a battery in they back, they don't give a shit about the police. What's that movie that came out, man? That movie where it was like almost like a Romeo and Juliet type of story, where they were killed by the cops at the end. Y'all know the movie I'm talking about. What's the name of that movie? Not Baby Boy. Somebody said hit boycott Space Jam. I mean, real talk, man. LeBron do need to be canceled, bro. Queen and Slim, there you go. Queen and Slim. Even if you look at the movie Queen and Slim, the brother, he gets pulled over and he's trying to, you know, do what he do, you know, deal with the law accordingly. And the sister in the car, what the hell going on? I'm a lawyer, what you doing back there? Why are you doing that? It took the woman to what? Escalate the damn situation. Straight up escalated the situation. It's like, look, these cops ain't playing no damn games with y'all. You know, don't let these celebrities put no battery in your back. Don't let them get in that rebellious spirit. Straight up. Somebody said that's that sapphire spirit. Oh, no doubt about it. Somebody said, Bree, you speaking facts, brother. Oh, absolutely. Thank you for that. Somebody said, y'all not ready. Truth. Yeah, you gotta know what's going on out here. I mean, let's use logic as people, right? Let's get out of our emotions for a second. They defund the police. Let's say, hypothetically, even though I know what it's coming to, but for some reason, these platforms don't like when I say something before it happens, right? They don't like that because they know that it's a true man of Yah speaking and giving you something that's coming. They don't like that. So let's say hypothetically, even though 9 times out of 10 it's going to happen, right? Or 10 times out of 10, right? Hypothetically, they defund the police nationwide. They keep on covering numerous isolated events. Nationwide, they do a defunding of the police. And now, instead of a police officer coming to intervene, while people scrapping it out, swapping it out, having domestic disputes, while people's homes are getting burglarized and all hell is breaking loose, right? This is what's going to happen. They're going to use technology to surveil. They've already done numerous technological advances. They're going to have to bring it military because eventually the communities become so unsafe. The little bit of police that they have can't even enter your community. The small percentage of police officers that's left, they ain't going to be able to come into your communities because it's going to be all hell breaking loose. It's going to be all hell breaking loose. And if I was a cop, I wouldn't do it anyway. I wouldn't come into the community if it's all hell breaking loose like that. It's not safe there. You understand? So instead of defunding the police, what about this? In my opinion, you should actually send more troops. Like the Tupac song said. What my man Pac said, "Dear Mr. President, tell me what to do. These niggas acting up in my hood, send more troops. Dear Mr. President, tell me what to do. These niggas acting up in the hood, send more troops." That's really what you need. You really need police officers to get paid more. Why? Because then they will take their job more serious and they won't risk going outside the rules and regulations and losing their jobs, especially in this political climate where somebody can pull a race card in a heartbeat, right? If you go ahead and pay the cops more, they're going to deal with their job more tactfully and more delicately because they're going to want to keep their jobs because they're getting paid more, right? Right? But instead, you take the police off of the streets, you steer everybody out of control. You put everybody in a spirit of rebellion. These celebrities, they come in like sock puppets with somebody hand up their rear end, trying to fuel the fire and fan the fire. And then all hell continues to break loose in our community. Y'all get the likes up in this video, man. Breaking it down from a real, truthful, logical perspective of what's going on in this country. Stop believing everything you see and everything you read. There is not police officers coming to our communities hunting us. And LeBron James actually had the nerve to say that some time ago. He said, we're being hunted. It's not safe to go outside. We're being hunted. Nigga, this ain't Mississippi 1933. I don't know about you, but I'm not being hunted. And your ass damn sure ain't being hunted because you in a damn mansion. He talking about we being hunted. LeBron James need to stick to shooting a damn basketball, just like somebody said to him before. Stick to shooting the hoop. Stay out of the political field altogether, bro. Just stay away from that. We are not being hunted. All right, that's not what's happening. What's happening is society is manipulating the minds of the people and they want to cause division. They want to cause a race war. It's divide and conquer. It's divide and conquer. Ladies and gentlemen, what if it was a black officer that shot a white teenage girl? Would the liberal media be covering this story at all? If it was a white officer, if it was a black officer that shot a white teenage girl that was rushing another white teenage girl with a knife, would the liberal mainstream media even cover it whatsoever? Would it be any coverage? Think about it. Use logic. Absolutely. Somebody said wouldn't be no coverage. None at all. And let's make this clear. I believe half of what I see and nothing I hear with these people. I don't trust the media. I said that once. I say it again. I don't trust the media. They do psyops. They do staged events. They have crisis actors. I don't believe half of what I see that's being aired. It all has an agenda. It seems real ironic to me that that particular incident happened minutes before the Derek Chauvin verdict was announced. It seems eerie. It seems strange to me, right? I'm, you could say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but if you believe everything that mainstream media tell you, everything that the government tell you, you think they 100% from the line, then that's a strong stance. You don't think you don't think this government is hiding anything from you. You think they right 24/7, 365. You don't think nothing is being manipulated? Hey, more power to you. More power to you. But I find it ironic. I find it strange. The timing. These people operate on a certain level. Is it to cause distraction? No, not quite. It's to socially engineer. Because I seen somebody in the chat, it's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. No, it's not a distraction. It's social engineering. It's a difference. It's social engineering. Meaning they'll get you acclimated and conditioned to defend criminals. As Candace Owens so eloquently put. Young Elder, thanks for the $5 contribution. Says stop following celebrities, including so-called political, social activists that pretend it's tagged to bring about police state martial law. Facts though. That's what they want. They want anarchy. They want chaos. They want martial law. They want bodies stacked up in the streets. You hear me? These people want to see death and violence among our community. Somebody said, I saw a black man take a gun from a man that pulled it on him and his wife and held him until the cops came. Yeah, I mean, let the police do their job. Once the girl had the young lady in Ohio, Micaiah, once she had those two alleged attackers subdued and the police arrived, let the cops do their job, bro. Like, am I making sense to y'all? Because I noticed the thumbs up is not really matching the viewers. If I'm making sense to you, what I'm saying to y'all, hit the thumbs up. I gotta know that there's some logic left in this world, bro. I gotta know that there's some logic left. I gotta know that I'm not speaking just crazy right now. Somebody said they want everyone separated. We feeding into it. Facts though. Facts though. Somebody said, yeah, man, not too many people operate on logic. Yeah, it's like a thing of the past, bruh. It's like, okay, you defund the police, you have RoboCop out here in the streets. They already got the damn Robo dog walking around in Virginia looking creepy as hell, right? You let RoboCop come out, and you're gonna miss the police. Once they conquer this agenda, once they promote the agenda, and they actually implement everything that they want, y'all gonna wish that y'all gonna wish that we operated on logic as people, and we start dealing with people with humility, and we start having balance, and we start actually treating people like people. Cops just want to be respected. They got a job, they have an authoritative position. All you got to do is respect their authority. That's it. Just like you respect anybody at their workplace. Anybody, not just cops. If you go to a fast food joint and somebody mess your order up or they get it twisted, listen, you don't go ahead and cuss them out. You don't cuss out the people who's making your food, right? You don't go ahead and cuss out the people who making your food. Why? Because they're going to spit in it, right? Or they could spit in it. You're going to show some respect for people in general. I'm telling you, man, we just got to get our minds right. It's going on in our community. Somebody said you get raced every day as a black, but you the racist. I'm not understanding that. Somebody said in a situation like that, when it's one against a mob, you have to get crazy. Sorry, but we need to find details before coming to any conclusions. Why wouldn't he shoot her why would he shoot her 4 times? Why not just 1 time? Let's say, hypothetically, the officer hates black people. Let's say, hypothetically, he hates black people. So He did his job, but he said, look, I'm going to riddle her ass with bullets because I don't like niggas. Does that change the fact that you had these young ladies fighting and he still did his job? And he was trained to use deadly force. It's like we're looking for compassion from people that we shouldn't be looking for compassion for. It's like you're missing the point. You're looking for compassion from someone that you should not look for compassion from. You're not supposed to look for compassion from police officers whatsoever. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to carry yourself properly. You can't control what somebody else can do. You only can control what you do. And yes, was she more than likely defending herself? Yes. Once the cops got there, why not drop the knife? Why not allow the police officers to do their job? You said sometimes you got to get crazy when you defending yourself. Okay, when you seen them red and blue lights and you seen them cops come out and they yell, get down, it was time for your crazy ass to snap out of it. That's the problem. It was time for your crazy ass to snap out of it. When do you draw the line? This is the problem. We don't know when to draw the line as people. Nowadays, you knock somebody on their ass, it's like you got to continue to kick them while they down. You got to step on their testicles, kick their teeth out their mouth, all that. Why not just knock, when you get in a fight, knock somebody on their ass and keep it moving? The problem is we don't know when to draw the line, especially when dealing with cops. Because if we did, all these isolated events wouldn't keep taking place. And the media fuels it. They use it. Every time they see something like that happen, they use it, bro. The bottom line is, I don't care for the officer. I think he could have dealt with it differently. He could have shot her in the leg. He could have shot her in the leg. He could have done a lot of things. He could have used rubber bullets. He could have done a lot of things. But all in all, he saved another life and he did his damn job. I mean, with all emotions to the side, with logic in place, it is what it is. And I'm putting my foot in front of this before my community sprawls out of control. If you want to know why I'm jumping out there and speaking on it, because I just witnessed my community rummage, pillage, and destroy multiple black businesses. People who was actually getting their life together. Entrepreneurs. I just watched this happen over the course of last year. All to see Derek Chauvin found guilty. And you wondering why I'm jumping out of there and going over the facts already? Because I only address the facts. I'm not looking for compassion from no police officer. I'm not looking to hug a police officer and yell kumbayas with them. I'm only stating the facts. All right? Somebody said, for some reason, the only person I feel sorry for in this one that got shot, we really need to get to the bottom of all the details in order. Like, what are you talking about? I don't feel sorry for, I don't feel sorry for nobody in this situation. I don't feel sorry for nobody in that situation. I feel like that anytime somebody loses their life, the world needs to learn from it. That's what I feel. The world needs to learn from what happened, so we don't end up in the same situation. Somebody said, Matthew 23:3, all therefore whosoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. But do not ye after their works, for they say or do not. Bad Luck says, why couldn't her parents raise her right? Why couldn't she put the knife down? Because life happens. Don't matter if you black, white, Latino. If you swinging a knife in front of police, you're dead. Facts. Facts, though. You swinging a knife in front of cops and they're yelling, get down, get down. They're going to shoot. I'm not looking for cops to have compassion. That's not what I'm looking for. They're going to do their job. Get your emotions out of here. Stop letting this liberal freight train brainwash you. This is psychological war, man. It's like pre-George Floyd. Pre-George Floyd. Things was going on a different path. It's like they set up these psyops to redirect our energy to being victims again. You understand? It's like they enjoy making us victims. They enjoy publicizing our death. These things are like snuff films. Do you know what it does psychologically to continue to see our people killed on mainstream media? You don't see that with many other people. But they want to keep you in a victim mentality. They don't want you to take accountability for your actions in your community. That's the issue. The moment we start taking accountability for our actions in our community, that's the moment where the Most High God breaks us free from these curses. When we say, you know what? We got to have rules, regulations, and guidelines that we live by. We got to defend our communities against anybody coming from the inside out instead of tearing each other up in the inside. And then when police have to deal with something going on internally, it should be people in your community dealing with it. It should be bosses in your community. It should be men of valor. It should be men of courage who deal with everything in the community. Two young ladies fighting outside, it should be men that come outside, break it up, right? It should be all done internally. We should have our own police force, but we don't. Since we don't have our own police force and we being policed by our oppressors, only thing we could do is get right with ourselves. Make sure we conducting ourselves right. Because if you honoring God's laws and you living a righteous life, Most High God will protect you. LeBron James talking about we being hunted. I'm not being hunted. The hell is you talking about? And I live deeper in the community than LeBron James. And you don't hear me on here talking about, y'all, we getting hunted. Hey, y'all, I just stepped outside today, y'all, and Master keeps sending those police officers over here. Oh, Master, I'm gonna go take a piss out in public, out in the woods. I hope the white man don't come and lynches me. I hope the white man don't dangle me from a tree. Oh no, Master, oh Lord, the cops pull me over. Lord Jesus, Lord. Oh, red and blue lights, Lord Jesus. Oh. Yes, sir, officer. You ain't gonna kill me, is your officer? Officer? Fuck out of here. We being hunted. This ain't 1910. The hell is LeBron? He's up in the damn burbs talking about we being hunted. He trying to make us rebel so bad. Like we ain't on no plantation, y'all. The 400 years of slavery is up. It's over. Only thing you gotta do is break free yourself. Get out of that damn mental bondage. Stop believing everything the damn media say. If you say to yourself, when you step out your door, you're being hunted, then guess what? Laws of attraction. Your ass is being hunted because that's the type of energy you create for yourself. Just like when you have mothers, right, constantly worried about their babies. Every time her son go outside, I don't want nothing to happen to my baby. Every day I think I'm gonna get that call that my baby gonna be shot and killed and he ain't gonna come home. Every day I think of it, Lord. Every day, Jesus, I think you gonna die in these streets, Lord, every day. Guess what? You create that energy. So when your son get knocked off in these streets, that's because every day you was fearful. Every day you created that energy. Every day you was, oh, I don't think my baby gonna make it home. Yeah, and they not gonna make it home because your ass keep doing dark prayers on their life. Oh, I don't think they gonna make it today. They gonna die in the streets. Every day I think I'm gonna get that call. You got mothers like that. You creating that energy around your kids. We don't have no fear. Nobody living their life fearful. And trust and believe the cops, they know me. They watch me all the time to make sure, basically they watch me to see if they can catch me slipping, doing something I ain't got no business doing. That's what they do. They want me so bad to be caught in the wrong place at the wrong damn time. You don't know how bad they want me at the wrong place at the wrong time. So next thing you know, it's on YouTube. Oh, this preacher, this teacher, Bible believer, oh, he got locked up because he was at the club hanging with so-and-so and now he got raided. And they want me to be in the wrong place at the wrong time so bad. But the way I move, it ain't like that. I'm solo. They can't connect me to nobody. It is what it is. They want me to be, they want y'all to see something negative with me so bad. But I don't move like that. I don't get involved in anything. I'm a law-abiding citizen. And I'm not trying to start no damn movement. I'm not trying to, you can watch all day. I'm not trying to get 100,000 people marching with me down the streets. Like, watch all you want. I'm just a man making videos, living my life, working hard for my family, providing and doing what I do. Yeah, straight like that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You can watch all day, pull up behind me, blink lights, watch. I mean, it is what it is. All I'm doing is speaking the word of God. And the Most High protects me, and I ain't got no fear of no damn cops. And I ain't being hunted by him. The hell's wrong with these people, bro? Somebody said, God got you, homie. Absolutely. I don't doubt that at all. Somebody said, ain't no harm in that. Keep doing you, Bree. Absolutely. I'm just doing my thing, bro. Just chilling. Making babies, man. Making babies, enjoying my life, man. Ain't nobody out here trying to run with the wrong crowd or do anything or cause anything. Nah. They can watch all day. That's the thing. They want to keep black man in fear. They want to keep black man emasculated. They want to continue to make black women rebel. And black men as well, because LeBron James got millions of followers. It was so irresponsible of him to make a comment like that when you got millions of people watching you, bro. And Candace Owens is right. Like, the things that she say regarding black women is true. You can call her a coon. You can call her a sellout. You could talk about who she's married to, all of that. I don't care about all that. When I listen to somebody and what they say, I'm impressed by a lot of her talking points. I'm listening to what they say. I'm using logic. I'm using wisdom. And I'm like, okay, I might not agree with everything this person said, but at the end of the day, this person is saying something true. It's truthful. It's beneficial to our community, especially with Candace Owens in regards to how she speaks about our women, especially like Cardi B. When she talks about Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, Maxine Waters, so on and so forth, it's true. It's true what's being said. Just get out of your feelings. Everybody ain't no sellout. Everybody ain't a coon because they don't see the world how you see it. See, the problem is the government, well, I'm not going to say the government. I reneged that statement. The problem is the media. The media wants you to be victimized, and the media wants you to look at the world how they want you to see it. They want you to see it through a very narrow scope. They want you to see it black and white. Life ain't black and white. Life ain't black and white. Life got too many variables. It's too many intricate details about people in general, where you can't just color code everything that's going on. But they want you to see it that way because, look, it's the Hegelian dialectica. It's control opposition. They only can get you on levels that they can control you on. Telling you. Somebody, Gloria said the road to hell is wide open. You ain't lying, Gloria. You ain't lying. Somebody said all the media is owned by like 5 companies and you know who they are. Yeah, true indeed. Somebody said, nah, you a black messiah, new breed. Nah, no, I'm not. I ain't no black messiah. It's only one messiah. And his name is Yeshua or Yeshaya. Yahawashah. Yah. Most High God or Christ. It ain't me. I'm just a man that the Most High decided that, hey, you jacked up enough in your life. Yeah, you made enough mistakes and been through enough that I can use you because you know from experience. And I'm gonna use you because, you know, you been there, you done that, and you was obedient to my word, so I'm gonna use you to speak to your people. That's it. It's that simple. This is that simple, bro. It ain't nothing more to it. Like every man can go to Christ just like I did. Every single man. It's every man can. Every man. Somebody said you be bluffing. Okay. And you be watching. You be bluffing. You be watching, bro. But when I say every man can go to Christ, when you go to the book of Corinthians, it tells you the order of things, man. It tells you the order of things. It tells you that Christ is the head of man, and man is the head of the woman, of his wife. And the wife, she knows she's in charge of the children. So it's like there's an order to things. You don't need another man to be over you, but of course there are men out here that could lead you closer to Christ. But at the end of the day, all in all, every man breathing has the ability to go to the Messiah and go to the book, go to the Bible, learn the law, statutes, and commandments, and do what it is they do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said everyone. Somebody said, somebody said, work out your own walk with Christ. If you seek him, you will always find him. Facts though. But you know, I wanted to come through with this video. Hopefully this this video helped you out. In totality, I don't think it was a nefarious action by the police officer. I just hope that this brings some levity, some clarity, and some balance. I don't want to see another damn cataclysmic event taking place in our communities when we just getting over George Floyd. We just getting over George Floyd. Please don't let the media continue to prick and prod at our community and make us lose more ground, because there are businesses open up. There are black folks that's on the right track. There's people who's waking up. This awakening is massive. This spiritual awakening is massive, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let these people distract or deter you and get you caught up in low-level race conversations. White and black, black and white, Asian American versus black American. Don't get caught up in all that. The devil is all about divide and conquer. What you got to focus on is your life, honoring God's laws, trying your best to live a fruitful life, and do what it is you do. But don't take these celebrities serious. They hiding in the hills. They scary as hell. They not about the people. They been sold they soul to Satan. Half of them will do anything for $1. They love attention. They hate the fact that God's people are beginning to get the notoriety that they should be getting. Just like in the biblical days, God's children always got the notoriety. That's why we still talking about the prophets to this day. The celebrities hate it. They compete with us all the damn time. They watch my content. I don't give a damn. You a coward. All you celebrities who are talking about defunding the police, y'all some damn cowards. I have no fear for you. I have no fear for the police. I have no fear for the government. I have no fear for no one but the Most High God. I only fear the Most High, point blank, period. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be long-winded. I love y'all, man. Everybody continue on the right track. Follow me on Patreon for exclusive content. I'll be uploading there this weekend. I got some real crucial videos coming to Patreon, yo. Some real crucial. Ooh, them videos that's coming to Patreon gonna be crucial. For those who don't know, New Breeds Green Light News was just struck. Unfortunately, I only been posting for 5 days and it got struck already. But I'll be back in a week posting certain content. And here's the crazy part. I ain't gonna leave out yet. I gotta tell y'all why it got struck. So I show a video of some Hamites or Africans coming into our community with a white van, trying to steal our children, trying to abduct our children in our community. And they got the beats laid down on them. They got their ass whooped for trying to steal our children, right? So they took that down. When you can look all over YouTube, you can see fighting everywhere, bro. You can see fighting all over YouTube. You can see it everywhere. Videos all over the place that ain't taken down. People scrapping. On my same channel where I got a pregnant woman twerking and her son rushes the stage and lays the beats on her. They let that video stay up. But they took down the video of our children being abducted by some Hamites or Africans. They took that video down and struck my channel. So that shows you how much, how wicked and sinister this is, man. When it comes to you protecting your own community. This is what they don't want. They don't want us in a mentality of protecting our own community. That's the issue. So, you know, they struck the channel. I'll be back in a week. I mean, at these days, I don't know what the hell I can post and what I can't post. It's getting that real. But at the end of the day, man, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. With that being said, shalom and peace.